The Nvidia RTX 3060 officially came out today, and based on the reviews, it's a disappointing graphics card. Cue in AMD, who are going to be making a huge announcement soon to answer Nvidia's mid-range. Let's discuss that in this video. Hey, if you enjoy content like this, drop a like, make sure to subscribe, and smash that bell so you never miss another video. Hey, what is going on guys? Danny here, welcome back to the channel and I hope you've all been doing well. The review embargo for the RTX 3060 was lifted today and many tech reviewers and sites showed off their benchmarks. Though it turns out, judging from most of the reviews that I saw, the RTX 3060 failed to meet expectations. Based on the information that is out there, and most of the reviews had results that coincided with one another, on average the RTX 3060 was trading blows with the previous generation RTX 2060 Super, and was at best close to a 2070. Seeing this definitely disappointed me, and at the same time I was a bit surprised. The gap between the RTX 3060 Ti and RTX 3060 in terms of gaming performance is quite significant, whereas when comparing the cards based on MSRP, the difference is around 22%, though the performance gap is much higher at around 30%. The RTX 3060 Ti was a GPU that I had reviewed, and I found that on average it was about 4 to 5% faster than my RTX 2080 Super, and the model I had in particular overclocked fairly well, netting it another 5% boost on average, so when overclocked, at least the model I had was pretty much on the heels of a 3070, which trades blows with a 2080 Ti. This is why I've said that the 3060 Ti is my favorite GPU from the entire Ampere lineup, as it offers impeccable price to performance. Although I know that the GPU market is completely fucked up right now, but let's just pretend things are normal in this case. So the 3060 Ti sits in between a 2080 Super and 2080 Ti, whereas the 3060 at best matched the 2060 Super. My expectation was that, okay, the 3060 Ti is offering great performance per dollar in a normal GPU market, I can't stress that enough, and so the 3060 should hopefully continue that trend forward. Had the 3060 traded blows with the 2070 Super, then it would have been fine, but it's not doing that, and it looks like a rebranded RTX 20 Super. The problem that I have with this is that this card was supposed to be replacing an X60 class card, and just like with all the other tiers in the generations before it, there should be a meaningful performance uplift there for someone to say, okay, upgrading to that card is worth it. Otherwise, what's the point? The whole point of a new generation is to set a new bar, or if it's a lower end SKU, then bring previous flagship level performance to lower prices. I mean, most 2080 owners saw the 3080 as a good upgrade. The same can be said about the 3070 too. Even the generation before that, if someone had upgraded from a 1060 to a 2060, they'd still be seeing a noticeable performance improvement. Although prices did increase as well, which does take away from the value factor, but it was faster nonetheless. Though with the RTX 3060, you're not really getting that here. If you already own an RTX 2060 Super, then it would be best to just ignore the 3060 and go for something like a 3060 Ti or 3070 if your budget can be extended that much. Even the RX 5700 XT manages to beat the RTX 3060 in some cases as well, and this is what makes it hilarious because when AMD launches their mid-range offerings, it'll look like an even bigger joke. The RTX 3060 should have been branded as an RTX 3050 Ti and should have been sold at that $250 price point. At that price point, it would have been offering much better value, and I would have gladly recommended it. Also, this is why in the past I was worried about Nvidia releasing a X60 class card with the Ti branding before we see an X60 class card without the Ti branding, because I knew that if they're going this route, then the regular X60 class card will be Nvidia holding back on performance, and it probably won't be as good as some people will expect it to be, and this might even be a tactic to kind of push people towards the more expensive 3060 Ti. And, you know, it is working because as it stands right now, it's too close to an RTX 3060 Ti in terms of pricing, but is significantly behind in regards to pricing. At the end of the day, though, given the current market circumstances, this GPU is going to be sold out regardless. As I've explained in my previous videos, right now everyone is in a buy now, think later state, where they don't care about what the price tag says or its performance per dollar metric, but as long as it's in stock, they'll be gladly purchasing it. The 3060 is a GPU that should have been priced at around $250, but will be sold at $500. Despite Nvidia claiming they've put a hash rate limiter on this GPU, when it comes to Ethereum mining, this block doesn't apply to any other mining algorithms for when the GPU is mining other currencies. So miners will just use it to mine other coins, so it actually doesn't make it any less desirable than before. Now, I just briefly wanted to talk about AMD. On their Radeon Twitter yesterday, they made a post stating the following: March 3rd, the journey continues for RDNA 2. Join us at 11 a.m. as we reveal the latest addition to the AMD Radeon RX 6000 graphics family. And there's a GIF there with a 2-fan reference design that we saw at CES and the previously leaked renders. This will no doubt be the announcement for the upcoming RX 6700 XT and the RX 6700. These GPUs will be the answer to the mid-range market, competing against the Nvidia RTX 3060 Ti and RTX 3060. I've previously gone over some leaks in some of my other videos discussing specs, and based on what we know, if I had to take a guess, I'd say the 6700 XT will probably be sitting in between a 3060 Ti and 3070, probably closer to the latter, with the 6700 slightly slower than a 3060 Ti. In terms of pricing, if AMD know they have the faster options in the segment, they won't hesitate to charge a premium for them. I could see the 6700 XT having an MSRP of around $430, with the 6700 priced at around $350. At these price points, if you don't care about the RTX features or DLSS, then they would be enticing options over the 3060 series from Nvidia. Though we'll have to wait and see exactly what AMD announces, what kind of benchmarks they'll show, the price points, and a release date. I feel like AMD has an open window and the opportunity has presented itself where they can capitalize on the mid-range segment, which is generally the most popular segment in the GPU market. I hope you guys found this video to be informative and helpful. Let me know your thoughts down below. Check out the video description on ways to support the channel and for my other videos. If you guys are interested in more content like this, then make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.